mysterious QAnon that once only existed in the darkest corners of the internet broke into the center of democracy. But yoga, meditation, and crystal healing, not typically what you'd expect from members of the far-right conspiracy group.
Oh, okay.
How do you think QAnon became mainstream in the wellness community?
You know, where we go one, we go all. The Great Reset, the Great Happening. Where we go one, we go all. That's yoga. Yeah. Oneness, unity. My liberation is bound.
Some call it Pastel QAnon, a cross-section of conspiracy and spirituality thriving in the suburbs of Southern California.
Hey everyone, welcome to Conspirituality. I'm Derek Barris.
I am Julian Walker.
Julian Walker started the podcast Conspirituality with friends in the wellness space at the beginning of the pandemic. They describe it as, quote, a weekly study of converging right-wing conspiracy theories and faux progressive wellness utopianism.
I think what I've learned is that most people in the world who are seeking some sense of meaning, some sense of community, something to feel better, can be susceptible to any number of beliefs that we might otherwise find outlandish or improbable or even dangerous.
Once the pandemic led to lockdown and life was forced online, QAnon spread like wildfire. From the dark web and into the mainstream.
It felt like this odd trauma bond. How is something that I thought was so alt-right affecting a population that I presumed was progressive alt-left?
So how does love and light turn dark?
I recognize that there was a lot of potential political power in, the yoga community.
Meditation teacher Jay Ponti says he saw firsthand how his close friend Mickey Willis went from a Bernie Sanders supporter and New Age luminary to the front steps of the Capitol on January 6th, and the disinformation mastermind behind the movie Plandemic.
QAnon essentially takes very complex problems and reduces them to very simple sources. It's just pedophiles. It's the Hollywood elite. It's the Democrats.
Sean Korn, a seasoned yogi with a massive online following.
People that I would know would reach out to me, telling me how misinformed I was and that I didn't understand, or accusing me of being a pedophile.
She began to lose those she loved to Q. And so did crystal healer Kathleen Abraham.
I saw people that I had put on a pedestal that were people that were, my guides, my really close friends.
So what do you tell to your friends, people you respect in the healing community who do this to help others? I mean, how do you have those conversations?
Right now I don't. I can't. I tried.
Many in the wellness community were forced to close their doors. And with California's strict COVID protocols, the practice of mind-body connection took a virtual approach and gained an even bigger audience.
And then you start seeing the memes on Facebook, and what do the memes say? There's no such thing as COVID. It's the 5G towers that are making you sick. And why are the 5G towers making you sick? Well, isn't it too much of a coincidence that all these things are happening at the same time, and they're going to want you to get a vaccine, and maybe all of this is a way to gain control over us?
Good. Take one more full inhale here.
That way of thinking, not based in fact. In September of 2020, Sean had had enough. She publicly took a stance, writing, "QAnon does not represent the true values of the wellness community."
When I posted it, I did not understand how dangerous this philosophy group was and how deeply they had gotten their hooks into the wellness world.
And Sean said QAnon used her platform and Instagram's algorithms to recruit.
So where do we go from here?
I'm 55 years old. I've earned a certain amount of just longevity in this community and respect. I will continue to use my voice and my platform to continue spreading what I think are common sense messages that QAnon will never and has never had the wellness community's best interests at heart.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.